gone live.
I'll keep an eye on the chat.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you doing Sonic?
I'm doing Sonic.
Okay. So what did you do today? Because I had a good day today so far.
Um, what did I do today? Mostly food. I had a pizza for breakfast. I was like,
Oh hell yeah!
okay. So what happened was last night, for some reason, I uh, I got drunk and I was watching uh, clips of Ron Swanson from the hit TV show Parks and Recreations. Um,
Mm.
and Ron Swanson's thing is that he eats a lot of unhealthy foods and meats and stuff, right? And it just made
Right.
I was just like, this character is cool, and he eats unhealthy foods and meats and stuff. That makes me want to eat unhealthy foods and meats and stuff. And therefore, I had a craving for unhealthy foods and meats and stuff, and I thought to myself, tomorrow morning, I shall have bacon for breakfast, because that's a Ron Swanson thing to do. Uh, and that's basically it. Except, the morning comes, and it turns out the bacon is nowhere to be found. I imagined that we had bacon in the fridge, but it turns out we had no bacon in the fridge. So
Damn.
so I had no bacon. I was like, but I spent all night preparing myself to eat something unhealthy for breakfast today. And so
Damn.
I simply decided, what else do I have that's unhealthy? And I realized I had some pizza, some frozen pizza, and that was that was it. Then I ate the frozen pizza for breakfast.
Frozen pizzas can usually are not more than like a 6 out of 10
Listen,
for me at least.
I agree if I was buying normal frozen pizzas, but I'm
Oh.
on that gourmet shit. I'm on that
Oh.
gourmet shit. I buy fancy frozen pizzas and then I put real mozzarella cheese on it, and I put olives on it, and I put salt and pepper on it, and I put olive oil. Just douse it in olive oil. Just fucking bukkake all over that shit with olive oil. And
Damn.
that turns it into a solid 7 on most times. Although recently I had a frozen pizza that was like very good. There's a new brand that I hadn't tried before, and it was spicy Italian sausage, and it was the best frozen pizza I've ever had in my life. It was really good, and I can't find it. I don't.
Shit.
It's like a ghost. It's like I hallucinated it.
Yeah,
It doesn't
you're
seem
just
to have it doesn't seem to have ever existed.
you're having a dissociative episode.
Yes, exactly.
You're just eating like normal pizza, but like the dissociation made pizza a lot better.
Yeah, I was actually eating fish the whole time.
You're actually eating ass.
The whole time. Wow, this spicy Italian sausage is amazing. And I'm just sucking some Italian guy's dick.
Yeah. um. Okay. So today I watched the first 3 episodes of Yuyushki,
Oh hell yeah. Yushki
and
is
it's
a
really good so far.
great show. I love it. I've seen
I
it
love
two
it too.
times.
Damn. And it's like it's pleasant. It's funny.
It's incredibly pleasant, and the OP and ED are both excellent.
Like the ED is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard.
It's so
First of
good.
all, it's a fucking dream trance song for some reason.
Yushki feels no need to justify itself to mere mortals like us. It simply
Exactly.
is. Here's the
And
question
then
though: who's the best Yu?
who's the best UU? I don't know their names yet.
Just
I
call them
like
by
the
the
pink
colors.
character. I like the pink one a lot.
No one knows their names. They're just pink, yellow, and purple. And
Pink is
teacher.
good.
Pink is good.
Yeah. Teacher's great.
Teacher is great as well. Okasa and
Or
Sensei.
yeah.
Have you gone to that bit yet? I think it slowly evolves over the show, where they start calling her mom.
Oh, they start calling her mom like in the first episode.
It gets a bit out of hand.
Yeah, I was just like, I woke up today and I was like, I'm gonna watch Yushki. So I did.
That's a good thing to do, and I respect you as a human being for
Thank
doing that.
you.
Oh fuck!
And
Oh
then,
man, this was a good run, and then I fucked it.
and then my attention span is shit, so I always have to do something else after I watch a show. I can't just watch the whole show. I have to do something else. So I made a vlog. I I um I made a vlog about how I miss image board culture, and like
I didn't see
it's
that
just
vlog. Did you post it or
oh
did you
I
just
didn't
make
I
it?
didn't post it. I just made it so far.
Okay.
I have the audio. I have the drawing. I drew the Yumi Nikki girl
Oh hell
um,
yeah, Madotsky,
being all smug and holding a knife.
epic.
Um,
I have a lot of
and
Madotskis being drawn recently. Red is drawing a lot of them on my server and posting them,
yeah,
which is good. I like his art style. Oh fuck! I just realized the stream is in like a tiny window. Why did you not
it
tell me?
is. But I was about to tell you, but then we got on a fucking tangent. But yeah, it is in a tiny window. But I like it.
I like it
I
too, but it's a kind of
anyone else will
unwatchable.
like
Yeah.
it. Like this can only appeal to people like us and no
Yeah.
one else.
Yes. I actually I saw I was randomly browsing like Unix desktops as I tend to do, and I saw someone who'd riced their like Linux desktop in a cool way, but it was like the screen was like 640 by 380 or something, like really tiny resolution, and it looked really good. And I was about like a centimeter away from trying to change my Retina display on my Apple Mac laptop to be like a really low resolution like that, just because it looks cool.
You know what? I kind of miss the computer I used to have. Because like before I met you, I used like a 13-year-old laptop my mom's boyfriend, not a laptop, a desktop my mom's boyfriend built, and he just gave to me because he wasn't using it, and it had a 3x4 monitor, square
Sick.
monitor, and I really liked it, and it made browsing the web a lot more fun.
I'm telling you, the internet it was built when 3x4 was the standard, or 4x3
Yeah,
was the standard, and therefore the internet works best not in widescreen. Like this game, for example, can run in widescreen. I choose not to do it because I'm just too epic.
exactly. Oh yeah, today I also made a breakcore song.
Oh hell yeah!
I made a breakcore song sampling the Ichigo Mashimara opening,
Oh
which I'm sure
hell
has been
yeah!
done before, but I did it in a way that's like pretty unique.
Here's a you know those laws of the internet back in the day, one of those early memes. That's where Rule
Yeah,
34 comes from.
yeah.
I believe one of those rules should be every anime song has a breakcore remix.
Oh, definitely.
They all
Like,
exist.
yeah. Like every single anime song has an opening and ending has a breakcore remix, probably done by Wax.
Probably, probably the greatest musician to ever live.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I should listen to every single thing he's made.
Ugh. But man, video games are hard,
Yeah.
which
That's all I
is
really did today. I also took a nap. That took up a lot of time. Um,
taking naps is cool. I wish I could do it. I like them from an aesthetic standpoint, but I'm physically incapable of them.
oh yeah, because you're like a weird insomniac.
I don't know if I'm an insomniac. I just can't like my sleep cycle's just autistic, just like everything else about me. My sleep cycles are autistic.
Uh, my sleep cycles are pretty normal. Like, I think I sleep too much actually. I'm way too tired all the time.
Oh my god, I just fucking destroyed that corner. I just want to let it be known. I don't even care if I fuck after the rest of this, but I took that corner very well, and I then
Nice.
proceeded to fuck everything up. Oh no. That corner I didn't take well. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like sleep. I sleep a lot, and I sleep way too much, and I'll get like 8 hours of sleep, and then I'll fall asleep in class, and that's not good.
But it is
It's
also
kind
quite
of
useful because it means you can just be asleep in class instead of being bored.
That's true.
I've always wished I could fall asleep in class because I'm never doing anything.
Gotta take notes on how to make pop music.
Fucking hate it. I hate it more than anything. How can you live like that? Please
See, this
please
is
take note that
progression.
I've managed I've tried to fix the stream in such a way that it keeps the aesthetic of having a small window while not actually having a small window, but also kind of having a small window.
Yeah.
I just want to put that out there so that it can be known that it was a purposeful decision. Oh no. Oh no. If there was ever any question as to whether or not I'm autistic, just show the like how many hours I've spent playing the first level of this video game. I'm not even interested in running any other levels. This is the only thing I care about in life.
Damn. I mean, I'm like somewhat autistic, but like, I don't think I'd ever like go to that levels of autistic. Except I probably spent this year alone, I've probably spent like half of that year on Rate Your Music, just like looking up genres and reading about genres and like reading about artists and
That is pretty autistic.
yeah.
You know, just
I never
from
I
knowing and speaking to you, there is definitely. Yeah, look, I wouldn't go out of my way to say you're like very autistic, but you're definitely you got some tism in you, as every good
Yeah,
man should, as every good person should,
exactly.
as every good any gender should really,
Hmm. And like
except
I
women.
do uh,
Yeah, there you go. That was today's sexist joke of the day. Um, was that
um
even sexist? Like, was it sexist? Just because I said women? What I said is that women shouldn't have autism. What does that mean, really?
I mean, I'm a cyber woman.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, I do have a bit of autism in me. Like, all my, like, growing up, like, teachers would tell my parents that, like, oh, this kid probably has autism. You should probably put them in, like, an alternative schooling thing. Um, that's what my second grade teacher told my mom that, like, this kid is very smart, but is also probably autistic. You should put them in a private school.
That's sick, by the way. I just want to point out that that is the only good people that exist on this planet had basically the same problem or event happened to them.
Yeah.
And also some really bad people, so it's not actually a good judge of character. And some of them, I'm sure, are good people. When autism sends their people, they're not sending their best.
Sometimes they send their best. Like, there was Hideaki Anno,
That's true.
and there's
Ulalilia.
yeah, Lilia is a fucking amazing person.
I explained Ulalilia to my mum yesterday or the day before. I don't remember.
Explaining random concepts to my parents is my favorite pastime because they're just confused, and I like making people confused because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah. It's a good pastime to have, and I support wholeheartedly your campaign for president.
Yeah, I was like, hey mom, have you ever heard of Bakemonogatari?
Hey mum, have you ever heard of deconstructed trance?
I think I did explain Deconstructed Club to my mom once.
That is the least surprising sentence you've ever uttered. That is the most plunder thing to have ever been said in anyone's life.
Yeah.
I don't actually like deconstructed trance. I think it sounds pretty bad.
It's like I've heard some alright deconstructed trance in my life.
Like I respect it on an intellectual level, but I don't really like it as music. So that means it's objectively bad.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, hey, I'm gonna make pop music, but I'm gonna make a distortion.
Oh no, you figured me out.
To the Ferris is in my like top 5 like albums of the year, by the way.
Oh, so you have shit taste, I guess.
I'm gonna make a top 10 albums of the year list video thing.
You better put the new Lightning Bolt album in there, because that's a good album.
I haven't listened to it yet. I should do that. I used to be really into Lightning Bolt when I was like 12.
Of course you are. You're just an accelerated human being. There's this, you know Funhouse, right? I talk about them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they when they were playing one of the Hitman games, they were doing like a playthrough of one of the Hitman games, and they interspersed these skits of one of the people from Funhouse like acting as if he's a Hitman clone, because there's something about the plot of the game is that Hitman has clones or something. I don't understand it, but in the first episode of that, they're like he's like trying to read, and he's like, so this says cat, and then he's like, and then there's like one of them's dressed up as a doctor. It's like, it's okay, he may seem stupid now, but he's developing at 5 times the speed of a normal human. And then he's like, cat. It's very funny, but that just reminds me of you. Like, you when you were 12, he may seem stupid now, but they're developing at 5 times the rate of a normal human.
Yeah, like I was just because like when I was, because I got my my cringy classic rock phase out of the way when I was like 9 or 10, and
that's just ridiculous. You were a boomer when you were 9 or 10.
Yeah.
You're like reverse Benjamin Button. You're you're like meta Benjamin Button. Post-ironic Benjamin Button.
But yeah, like I got my fucking that out of the way when I was like 9 or 10. I got my big metal phase happened when I was like 11 to 13. Now I just listen to if the metal is atmospheric, I'll listen to it.
I listened to ISIS recently. I've been putting it off for a long time because it had prog in the name. So people were calling it progressive metal, and I was like, I hate every genre that has progressive in the title. But then people were like, no, it's actually post metal, and I was like, I like every genre that has post in the title. So I listened to Oceanic, and it was pretty good. I'd give it a 6, closer to a 7 than a 5.
I think I'd give it like an 8. Like I like it a lot. The vocals are a bit contrast a bit too much with the music.
I liked that. That's probably my favorite part about it, was that the vocals were really contrasty with the music.
Well, yeah, like I like that. Like it just depends on like what I want, because like it's hard because like I'll like want to like be like drifted to sleep, and then I'll put on ISIS, and then then the vocals come in, and I'll be like, oh, I can't really sleep to this.
I also really didn't like the first song on the album. I don't really know why. Yeah, like the riff didn't feel heavy at all. It felt really corny to me. I don't really know why.
I can see that. This is the best stream already. This is the greatest stream ever.
I can't believe literally no one has said anything in the chat. Like, I've been watching the numbers go up and down. People are joining and leaving. I can see it happening. But then no one has ever been like, I'm gonna say hi to this.
Yeah. Like, I'd expected, like, at least like Jalen or someone to be like, hey.
Yeah, I would expect Man's Nana to be here or something. Or Red.
Yeah. Like, but they're not. They're nowhere to be found.
Oh fuck. Man, video games really are hard. but only when you are doing something that is not intended by the designers, like speedrunning. I wonder if that's illegal. Can you pause buffer in this game? Oh, I guess... Oh, because this... Yo, I might have found a loophole. I might have just found an epic loophole. So the any percent run is judged RTA, right? Real time is judged in real time, but the individual levels are judged with the in-game timer, which pauses when you pause the game. So maybe it'd be possible to pause buffer in some areas, which basically means spamming pause so you can put inputs very quickly, which might be useful. I don't really know when it would be useful, but it might be useful. A lot of people use the pause buffering is a common technique in Mario 64 to do BLJs because you have to spam a button really fast. So if you watch lower level Mario 64 runners, they will pause buffer to do backwards long jumps. Anyway, that was a bit of a tangent.
Element of naivety commented, I'm too busy playing Nio to comment.
Okay, that's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's Nio again?
NIOH.
Yeah, but is that the Dark Souls like one?
I don't know.
I know it's not
I don't play
Sekiro,
games.
but I feel like I saw someone playing Nio, and it was kind of like Sekiro, but it wasn't made by FromSoft.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Sekiro.
Am I thinking of the right game?
Yeah, I think so. One time, I listened to 11 Lolly Core albums in one day, and that was
And then I turned into a lolly.
Yeah, that was my attempt to turn into a lolly.
That's a pretty impressive shit. I don't think I could do that.
Like I'm gonna go back to my Rate Your Music page and let's go back to like the day I just listened to a shitload of Lollycore. Because it was at some point during the summer. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, I listened to Lolly Right, Jap Shit Fun, No Lollygaggy.
Oh, I've heard that one.
Yeah.
What else did I do today? Oh yeah, I missed out on an entire separate part of my food adventure. So I had the pizza for breakfast, and then I had steak and chips for dinner. I only eat 2 meals a day, if you didn't know that. But
Oh, cool.
because I have big meals, I already probably eat more calories than your daily amount with 2 meals. I don't know why.
For me, I eat very small meals, but then I'll also have like a bunch of snacks in the day.
Apparently that's the healthy thing to do, is to eat like many small meals instead of few big meals. But for some reason I just always eat few big meals. It started because of my sleep cycle, and then I just sort of got used to it. Because I didn't, in my old house, I couldn't cook at midnight, because I couldn't cook after my parents went to sleep because it'd be too loud and it would wake them up. Holy shit, why is my little finger so cold? The rest of my hand is in normal temperature, but my little finger is so cold. That's very strange. Maybe I cut off the blood flow somehow.
Yeah, that is strange. Don't you hate it when your entire arm cut off blood flow when you wake up?
That is the worst fucking thing of all.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
Element of naivety is talking about the game they are playing.
Ah yes, Sekiro by Team Ninja. Go mad close to killing something I can't read because I'm busy playing Sonic.
Boston. Now I just need to listen to something in the background.
That's a good
Well,
thing to do.
you chose
You
the
chose the wrong. You've made a mistake. Turn back while you still can. Fuck! I hit the sign. I hit the fucking sign.
Damn. You chose autistic Digibros. Well, Digibros, but even more autistic. You chose Digibros latest edition.
What else happened today? Oh yeah, I completely remade my homepage.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That took me a really long time because I don't know shit. Because the only time I use HTML and CSS is when I'm remaking my homepage like once every year or two.
What's coding?
I just don't know. I just don't know. I wish I knew, but I just don't. Fortunately, there's a lot of people who do know, and they are very friendly and put all their resources online for me to read. If only I could read.
If only I can read something that wasn't subtitles in my animes.
Yeah, I can't read unless there's a Japanese person speaking over it.
I keep thinking about that XXX Tentacion remix.
Yeah.
Song.
You mean the real version?
Yeah, the real version.
Yeah, the official real version. Cocaine from my breakfast, hold that pistol, ambidextrous.
Imagine sharing a birthday with X.
Imagine, I don't know. I don't know what to imagine. Imagine being able to read. Imagine having ever been born.
Damn. I was just always here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, Element of Naivety says I was gonna listen to Digi's latest podcast, but I'm kind of burnt out on him right now.
He's very angry in that podcast. He's talking about how he's mad at people because they don't like lolly art or something. I don't know.
I did not know he had a new podcast out today.
So fucking, what does he talk about? I literally just listened to it before I started streaming. And I already forgot everything he ever said, which goes to show that his content is worthless.
Yeah.
He's just talking about how you should lurk more. Like every community should enforce a lurk more rule, which is actually a pretty reasonable point. But he says it in a stupid way.
I also made that point in my vlog today. Damn.
It's a pretty standard viewpoint for anyone who grew up on Chan culture.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you don't lurk more, or you don't implement that rule, it turns into 4chan.
But actually, speaking of 4chan, I've been seeing a lot of sentiment which says that, like, since 8chan's dead now, and it's now 8kun, and apparently 8kun is shit. I have never actually been on 8kun because I stopped caring a long time ago. But, oh wow, that was a lot, I didn't even pay attention. What was I saying? What was I talking about?
8kun is shit. And 4chan
Oh yeah. So I've seen like a movement of people saying we should return to 4chan and just recombine the community into one again, instead of having the half-chan, full-chan divide, or whatever. Which I think is a noble idea, but a flawed one, because while they haven't been on 4chan, other people have, and it's shit. I saw someone post a I actually went on 4chan pretty recently. I forgot which board I was on. I think WorkSafe GIF, WSG. I think I had a random craving for a You Laugh You Lose thread or something. I don't really know why I was on there. I don't know a lot of things that I do. It just sort of happens. On the internet, I have so many different interconnected personalities. I think I got mixed personalities. This bitch splits up my whole mentality. And there you go. So all sorts of things happen. And yeah, I saw people posting like dead Twitter memes and shit. It was bad. It was boring. It was sad. It was just sad.
I really miss 2016 8chan.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Even though it was actually shit. Like there, if you were to go there right now, you would say it was really bad. But it was a good time.
Yeah.
You're
I
welcome.
wasn't disillusioned by everything.
Xenogothic is good. I agree. Oh, speaking of Xenogothic, in that podcast, Digi also mentions he starts talking about globalism. He's like, there's two kinds of globalism. There's the globalism which is that everyone should share the same ideals, which is bad, and then there's the globalism that there should be some sort of social contract, which means that different communities can interact with each other. Which neither of those things are globalism, but whatever.
Do you think Digi knows what he's talking about?
He doesn't. Of course he doesn't. He just hears a word and just thinks that word must mean this thing, despite it not meaning that.
Like, he doesn't need anybody else. He can just form his own ideas, and those are the ideas that are right.
Yeah, but so he talks about that, and he essentially says that his idea for the internet, and since we're speaking of Xenogothic, it reminds me a lot of Moldbugian Patchwork. If you know who Moldbug is, he's
I
a
do not.
Dark Enlightenment philosopher, friends with Nick Land. He's been called a far right wing racist by many, but Xenogothic is pretty inspired by his ideas, but from a left wing viewpoint, and probably Moldbug's most popular idea is patchwork, which is essentially that in the future it's quite likely that because of various accelerationism type memes, the world will look a lot like a series of medieval city-states with just a lot of different people doing their own kind of thing and forming their own kind of communities that are very insular. But obviously Moldbug goes on to talk about a lot of things. He uses culture a lot, which is a very sort of like, it'll be great. All these people with their different cultures, their inferior cultures, they can just live over there and do their own thing. But on Xenogothic does a lot of interesting stuff, adapting that to a left-wing standpoint.
Interesting. I need to look more into that.
Don't bother, it's retarded.
Okay.
It's philosophy. It's stupid. There's literally no reason to ever read any philosophy.
Also, Element says Digi's really off the cuff sometimes. Yeah.
Sometimes he's always off the cuff.
He's always saying out of pocket shit.
He's also smoking crack.
Digi should do an entire cover album of Yule Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack.
Digi should just smoke crack.
Yeah.
Digi should come to the UK and I should get him to smoke crack. I could buy crack if I wanted to.
Hi, Tramp Stamp. I do not know who that is.
Tramp Stamp is Tramp Stamp. He's the most popular YouTuber of us all.
Oh. Okay.
He makes videos about Clown World and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. What a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Let me look at his channel. Let me review your channels, Tramp Stamp. Let me content copy you.
Tramp Stamp is actually like he, despite sounding retarded on the surface, kind of not as retarded as he was expected to be. Sometimes it is. Sometimes, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is.
Okay. Clown World 4, Clown World 3. After the atomic bombs, Hell Manifest. Okay, I'll watch these videos. They look aesthetically cool. Tonight's guest is me, Princess Plunderphonics, aka Ethernet. I don't do much of anything that's valuable, but I make music and I make videos. And I draw as well.
I'm getting pretty good at that, at this video game that I've been playing for the last 10 years at the same level. I'm starting to get okay at it.
So this is like the first level of the game?
Yes, this is the first level of the game. There's only 5 levels though, because this game was made on the cheap. As you can tell by the fact that it's actually it's okay. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's actually, for a Sonic game, for a 3D Sonic game, it's probably the least buggy. But still, walls are more like suggestions. Although that being said, actually I guess that's not true. I was gonna say, like, everyone complains when Sonic games are buggy, but Bethesda still makes loads and loads of money, and all their games are buggy as shit. But people kind of hate Bethesda these days, so I guess that's not fair. Mads Nana, I noticed that. I was about to mention it, but it would have broken the flow of my conversation. But it was funny, and I did notice it, and it wasn't on purpose, which makes it funnier.
When will you escape the Sonic hellhole? Never. This man will never escape the Sonic hellhole.
Well, once I get a top 3 time, then I will escape the Sonic hellhole. I have to shave like a full second off of my time, which is very difficult, but requires a lot of grinding.
You ever just feel like there's a bug in your ear for no reason?
Yes, I do.
Tramp Stamp just asked me, what's my opinion on Digiro being into Lolly?
What the? It's a random thing to ask. But there you have it.
I don't care that much. The dude can be into whatever he wants. Like, I don't really care.
Okay, so now that I've gathered you all here today, it's time to reveal the purpose of our meeting.
We must discuss whether or not Digibro should be into Lolly.
We have gathered here tonight to cast a judgment upon Digital Brother. I should cut up these streams and release them as highlights and become famous, because we're so hilarious, and we don't at all constantly make jokes about obscure things that only like a small handful of people find amusing, like deconstructed trance.
You can just say deconstructed trance and it's hilarious, though.
Yeah, more like deconstructed trans, am I right?
Damn. So Jameson said, I asked no last time. His response was the same. Digibro apologists. Then Element of Naivety said, truly the most pressing issue of the day.
Oh, I just got a new fastest lap ever! That was it. That was epic, guys. That was epic.
That was epic.
This could be it, you know. Oh no, it won't be. Yeah, fuck! Fuck! I hit the fucking tree! That was gonna be a good...
Shit.
That was gonna be close. That was gonna be an almost beat the ghost. But it wasn't.
Yo, my AP language teacher told me to listen to Modest Mouse. I don't know how I feel about that.
Tell them to listen to, Vomir.
I'll tell them to listen to Hanatarash.
Yes. Oh, you like Modest Mouse? Hey, let me give you a recommendation kind of similar to them. Have you ever heard of Bajo Servers?
Bajo Servers is like they're kind of normie.
Yeah, they're not actually the other. I mean, they're well known only because Kurt Cobain talked about them in an interview once, and then they became well known.
Yeah,
but-
like Kurt Cobain talked about a lot of artists, then they became well known. And
Yeah.
they're kind of weird.
Yeah, which he did on purpose for sure.
Yeah.
But like Bajo Surfer's music, well, from Locust Abortion Technician and that other one that I forgot what it's called. It's not exactly easy listening.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely noise rock. It is very much noise rock.
Like not like Sonic Youth noise rock, but like half Japanese noise rock.
Yeah. I don't really like Sonic Youth that much. I know it's a hot take, but I don't really like
I like
Sonic Youth that much.
They're alright. I like them. They're pretty good.
Like they're not noisy enough for my noise rock.
That's understandable. They're more like, yeah, they're more like just pop, like poppy noise rock. Like,
Yeah. Which sounds ridiculous that would even be something that could exist. Poppy noise rock,
Yeah.
but it does, and it's called, whatever that band is called, Sonic Youth.
I have a song called Sonic Youth where I sample a future funk song. It's probably one of my best songs. Anyway, Mons Nana said, tell them to listen to John Moss, the superior Moss. I need to listen to more John Moss.
He's very good. He makes the good music for good people.
Good music for goodpeople.com.
Wired sounds for wired people. .neocities.net. John Mouse is good. Also, John Mouse is funny because he went on $1 Million Extreme once, and then for some reason everyone assumed that he was in like far right, despite the fact that he's literally like an ultra left, like a Bordiger type. Like he's literally a university philosophy professor. He teaches philosophy in a university. Of course he's an ultra leftist.
From Tramp Stamp said Harmony Korine. I don't know who that is.
Kareem. He's a film director.
Korine. Oh. Directed a music video for Sonic Youth.
Oh yeah, I heard
That is-
about that.
What
Oh,
film
that was an
has he
accident.
done?
I didn't mean to go on that loop. But now you can see what happens when you go on that loop by mistake. It fucks you up and you lose a bunch of time. He made a Gummo.
Oh, okay.
He wrote the script for Kids, which is how he got his start, and then he directed and wrote Gummo, and he did Mr. Lonely, Julian Donkey Boy, Spring Breakers, and The Beach Bum, which is his newest film. Yeah, I think he's a good director. Gummo is one of my favorite films, and I also
It's also one of my favorite films.
Just that scene where they're riding down the hill on those bikes and Dragonaut is playing in the background makes it the greatest film ever made.
Like, that film has the greatest soundtrack of all time.
For sure. Easily, like, top 10 greatest film tracks. Why did I go so far out there?
Element of Naivety says, MDE still confuses me. Confounds me.
Yeah, confounds. You got there eventually, that's what matters. What are you, fucking Digibro? Can't read?
Yeah, pretty much. And then Manznana said, Gummo by 6ix9ine. Because of course.
Of course.
True. Then please leave Zoomer, Manznana. Like tramps.
No, Zoomers are based. You don't understand.
Yeah. You know what? I just wonder, what if Yuno from Hidamari Sketch made like an outsider folk album?
100% she would. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Like I think the thing that people don't understand about the Hidamaris is that they're all weird artists. Like none of them make normal art. In the rare occasions where you see them at like what they all draw weird shit.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, what it would sound like if Yuno made like a fucking outsider folk album with like pots and pans and like a synthesizer she found in a dumpster.
You know that one? I don't remember if you showed this to me. I don't know what it's called because it's in Japanese, but it's literally like just random noises and then a Japanese woman saying "Kirai no, kawaii no, kirai no, kawaii no, kirai no, kawaii no," just like over and over again, and it's like really lo-fi. It was like recorded on a tape recorder made of cheese or something. I forgot what it's fucking called. Oh god, I have to find this shit now. Hold
on. Trampstem says I have a very podcast friendly voice and that I sound like Cantbot.
I don't know what Cantbot sounds like, but you definitely have a podcast friendly voice. Okay, Super Bowl, aka Super Bowl EP, is the thing I'm thinking of. The Super Bowl EP. Let me get it up.
Also, Naivety says, Zoomers are our mutant offspring, but they're our only hope.
Oh, no wonder the screen was small. I've been doing the wrong thing this entire time. Okay, well, I'll fix that in a second.
Yeah, I think the reason I have a podcast-friendly voice is because I started doing videos when I was 10, so that probably fucked up my development.
This is what I'm thinking of. This is exactly the music Yuno would make, except it wouldn't be about wanting to die and being scared. It would be about having friends.
Yeah.
I'd probably like pineapples or some wacky shit like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you can. That's what it sounds like. That's what good music sounds like.
Damn. It sounded pretty good. I'll listen to all of it just so I can say I listened to it.
Oh yeah, did I tell you guys I have a Streamlabs now? You can donate with the link in the description. I completely forgot to mention that. It'll show up on stream like I'm a real streamer. It'll come up with a little thing that says your message and your name and stuff. Did you know that, guys? You can donate to me. Guys, please. I did like I don't actually particularly want the money or anything. I don't think what I'm doing right now deserves money. But I just want to actually see if it works. Like I just want to feel cool by having a donation pop up on a stream and being able to say, "Hey, thanks for the donation." That's all I want in life, is just to be the person who says that.
Well, thanks for the donation. Kill the kikes 1, 2, 3.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. I know it, but I don't care. Oh, thanks for the donation. Let me read your message. It says Google USS Liberty. That's very interesting. I don't know what that means. Then the next minute you hear a knock on your door. Oh shit, who's that? It's me, Hillary Clinton.
Tell no, there's a loading error for the link.
Oh, well, I guess that just means that it doesn't even work. But I appreciate that you were gonna pretend to donate to me and then probably recall it or whatever. I don't know how shit works like that. Refund it.
Thanks, Tramp Stamp, for the 5 cents.
Thanks, Champslam, for the 5 cents. Trump don't donate. Trump dump. Trump dump. Trump dump. I'm gonna call you Trump dump from now on. I'm gonna call you Drump. Drump dump.
I'm gonna call you Orange Man. Last name bad.
Last name bad, first name Orange Man. 100% concentrated power of will. 50% orange, 50% man, 100% concentrated power of will. Or whatever that fuck is. You know the song I'm making. You know the song I'm making, the joke I'm making, the meme I'm telling.
Kinda?
There's a song, it goes like it's 10% something, 10% something, 10% something, I know. And then it ends with, and 100% the reason to remember my name, or something like that. I don't fucking remember who it's by or what the song is, but I know it's out there. Ah, that was gonna be it. How much did I lose by? Look how close this is. My best is 45.26, and I got 45.40. 2 milliseconds. Less than 2 milliseconds behind. Or more than that, actually. Yeah, less. No, I can count. Less than 2 milliseconds difference. That's what it comes down to, folks.
Also, Tramp Stamp said it just lingers on a loading screen showing your usual album cover.
Oh, if I can, after this stream I'll try and fix it, but it was working for me when I set it up, so it's probably you're doing something wrong. Or it might just be your browser.
Hello, Dadgun 2, the recoil. That person says it's by Tree Giddy.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, since your name is Dadgun 2, the recoil.
Oh, Tree Fitty. Okay, yeah.
Remember the Tree Fitty memes? That was truly the peak of memes.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think memes peaked it with the Spider-Man threads. That was when things were good.
Oh yeah.
There's a Spider-Man thread now.
That was real good. Fuck your gay shit. This is a Spider-Man talking about.
Speaking of old memes and nostalgia, I'm thinking of replacing my Discord server with a forum. I'm thinking of making a no thank you forum and having it be more than just like me. It won't be as explicitly no thank you forum. It will be like essentially like a place to put, because basically I've noticed that the post your own stuff channel in my Discord gets used a lot. A lot of people who follow me also make their own things, and what if we... Oh my god, I was so fucking close. Oh my god, 1 millisecond. A tenth of a second. But yeah, it was like a lot of people who follow me make their own stuff, and a lot of it's really good. I want to have like a community for people to post their own stuff, things like that. So, make it a little more epic than it currently is what I'm saying. Because Discord, Discord is shit. There is no debating that Discord is shit. And also bad. And the only reason they have a Discord was because it's like, well, you gotta communicate with your community if you want to be a creator on the modern internet. Well, I like that, but I would rather do it on any other platform than Discord. And also, forums are cool. Like, every time there's a forum, it's always cool. If you find like a weird forum on the internet, I don't know if other people do this than me, but if you happen to go out of your way to find weird forums on the internet, they're always cool.
They're always cool, yeah. It's a pastime of mine. Also, Dad Railgun 2 says, can we have a paganism section?
Yes, we could have a paganism section, but no fascist shit. Okay.
I'm now thinking about, like being an insanely prolific outsider musician, and then she goes on tours where it's only like 50 people in the audience.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can find all this, but you can only torrent her stuff. Like, you can't find it on Bandcamp or anywhere. Like, there's some YouTube uploads of it, but not a lot.
Just because she literally doesn't know that these platforms exist.
Yeah. Have you seen that video where someone visits a bunch of sissy fetishist discords from Dadgun? No.
No, what the fuck? So, hold on. Your recommended videos are based on your own search history, right? That's all I'm gonna say, is that your YouTube recommendations are based on your own search history. So I'm not sure what you've been looking at there, Dadgun, but
I mean, it doesn't. There's not surprising at all that there's like a shitload of sissy fetishist discords out there.
No, it's completely unsurprising.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of underage dating Discord servers, which I think they're finally. I don't know if they're actually doing anything about it, but I know it exists.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of like weird pedo shit on Discord.
And Facebook as well. There's a lot of weird pedo shit on Facebook.
And on all websites.
So for example, 8chan and all these shits get a lot of shit for being like hives of scum and villainy or whatever. But there is literally so much child porn on Facebook. It's ridiculous. And no one gives a shit because it's not culturally like I mean, I guess nowadays it's more of a you're not supposed to like Facebook, but there's no one's coming at Facebook for it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they are, but I don't know.
It's hilarious videos when you love Discord drama. Discord drama. Yeah.
Is that actually funny though? It doesn't sound very interesting to me.
Is it actually funny, or is it just like boring and kind of sad because it reminds you of when you lost friends?
I can imagine exactly the sort of video it is. I can imagine someone with a voice similar to Swagger Souls. Do you know who Swagger Souls is?
No.
He's a semi-unfunny CSGO YouTuber, or I don't know if I think he might also play Rainbow Six. I don't know. I don't watch his stuff, but he has like a really deep masculine voice, and that's like a very much a radio voice. So that's probably why he's popular. I can imagine someone like a budget version of that reading out. What I can imagine is, you know those videos where it's just like a text-to-speech robot reading Reddit comments that get like millions of views. Literally the worst form of content on the internet.
Oh, definitely.
I'm just gonna see if I can clip through this wall. I don't know why. I'm just bored. So I'm gonna try going through a wall.
Yeah, through the walls! Through the walls!
You can't go through every wall in this game, only certain walls.
But yeah, fucking I don't know. I imagine the guy's voice like would just be like he would sound like no bullshit, and then would just be like, this is the dumb trannies are at it again or some shit.
Yeah, I can imagine exactly that. Eventually I should clip through this wall. I've tried this many times and never succeeded because I think I'm using the wrong character. I think you need to hold on a second. Let me get out of here because I want to actually do this for the first time in my life. You need to be using Amy, I believe.
Daigun2 says it's like one of those thread simulator videos.
Oh, so you mean exactly the same thing as the Reddit videos, but it's 4chan, so people think it's based.
Yeah, basically.
I really can't get through here. You should be able to. Okay, well maybe this game is better than I gave it credit for. Even though it clearly renders the car on the wrong side of the fence, which is stupid, but whatever. Okay, well if I can't get through this wall, I'm gonna try a different wall. Oh my god, this handle's so this is so stupid. Who would design a vehicle like this in a video game? Can I go through this wall? No.
The only good thread sims are Brent Daniel and PST videos.
I don't know who either of those people are, and I don't intend to find out ever.
I don't know who PST videos is, but Brent Daniel is like this guy who does fan fiction readings as well as other content. He has a really like radio friendly voice. He's sometimes funny because he does this like internet art.
Whoa. Okay, that's weird. This car has a boost function that I didn't know about.
Oh, okay. This car looks actually terrible.
It's like bad. It's like bad.
Pull up swerving in a coupe. Pull up swerving in a coupe.
What happens if I just drive off into the distance? Will I just hit an invisible wall at some point? Yeah, that's what I thought. If you're watching this video, be happy you can't hear game sound, okay? This is the worst sound for a vehicle I've ever heard in a game. It sounds like a fart fetish video.
Tramstamp asks what games I play. I don't play games. No, but seriously, I like Yume Nikki and Undertale, and that's kind of it. I don't play games.
I don't play around, but I could take your kids to the playground.
Oh.
Okay, well, I guess that this glitch just doesn't exist, and I'm just delusional. I guess I'm just delusional. I like to play the naked wrestling game with weird Uncle Peter.
Okay.
Goodbye, I drown myself now. This world too much. My hands are getting very warm.
I wish I knew what it's like for to be warm.
I wish I knew what it was like to have a warm soul in my body.
I wish my soul didn't make a slushing sound whenever I walked.
What's it like to have blood?
I don't know.
I just don't know. I guess we'll never find out.
Yeah. When I stab myself, just kind of dust kind of puffs out of my stomach.
Pixar be like, let's make a movie about a black man. Oh wait, what if we just had him be a marketable character for the entire movie? Very quickly gets turned into a marketable plush toy-like character. I hate Pixar. This is. I didn't realize I hated Pixar until I saw someone on the internet doing a contrarianism, and they were like, "I hate Pixar," and I was like, "Oh wait." Thinking about it, Pixar, is it good? Are the movies good? Or was I just a literal child with no concept of art? Let me think back on it. Hey, most of these movies aren't very good. In fact, just Disney movies in general. Like all of those golden era of Disney movies. Like, I think, not only do I think they're bad, I don't think they're well animated or look good either. Like everyone else seems to have deluded themselves into believing. Like, have you fucking seen, like, any of them? Have you seen the Little Mermaid? That bitch off model. This bad. It's not well animated. It's just got lots of frames. That doesn't make it well animated.
Well, my boyfriend isn't here, so I can shit on Disney.
Disney bad. Fun fact.
Disney bad. Yeah.
Disney bad.
I don't like Lion King. I don't like Aladdin. I don't like any of the other ones. Maybe Mulan is good. I'm not sure.
Mulan isn't that great. It has some good songs in it. But, like, they're not that good. They're just quotable. Because they're designed to be memes. They're designed to worm their way into your brain like a virus. Like a cancer, and spread in order to make money.
Oh yeah, Dadgun 2 said the only problem with being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. And then Tramp Sam said, oh wow, a contrarian take.
No! Fuck! That was the best run I'd ever had in my life. I was so far ahead and I hit the fucking tree. Fuck you, video games! That's annoying. Fuck you, video games.
Okay, no.
No, I'm chill. I'm just overreacting because I'm on YouTube now. Don't you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have to overreact. We have to say fuck darn shit.
Yeah, but not really because it's YouTube in 2019, so we can't swear because the algorithm. Don't want to get demonetized. What do you think is the best YouTube alternative? Because like a lot of people hate YouTube as a platform, and there's been a lot of ideas of how to combat YouTube's monopoly. But what do you think? Who do you think's done the best job of solving the problems?
Sending an MP3 through email to random people. Oh my god!
Of course you would say that.
No, but I actually don't know where the YouTube alternatives.
Like Twitch, for example.
Oh.
But Twitch tried to pivot towards video hosting, and I don't think it like. I don't know. I can't tell if Twitch were very careful not to directly compete with YouTube and designed their platform to look like it was almost competing, but to be a slightly different niche, because their videos their video hosting is mostly for clips of live streams, or if they were trying to actually compete with YouTube and just fucked up. I don't know. Neither do I care because it's owned by Amazon, so it's really not any better. Like Twitch also has really bad moderation policies, so it doesn't solve any of the problems.
We just need like a site where it's just a guy.
It's just a guy.
Yeah.
So in that case, probably the best option is like the decentralized ones, like BitChute. stuff like that.
Tramstamp said my Twitter is wild. And what kind of company do you keep? Said if you're my dad, he'd be disappointed.
Oh boy. It's a good thing I don't give out my normal Twitter to these people. Flonda, I think you know my real Twitter account, right? Not my no thank you one. Well, actually you know one of my real. I don't know if you know both of my real Twitter accounts. I know you follow my private one, right?
Right.
Do you follow the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, then you do know how much of an idiot I am.
I like both of them.
BitChute is actually economically viable. I agree. BitChute is good. Like, at first I thought it was dumb, but it's actually just badly designed, but the concept is good. And, I mean, YouTube is also badly designed.
Showing up for me.
It's because you have it on top chat instead of live chat, and, of course, YouTube censors BitChute because it's a competitor.
Tramstamp said no thank you's a femboy IRL.
If only. Maybe then people would donate to my Patreon. I'm gonna continue. Nope, I'm not. Twitter instead of WordPress or NeoCities. WordPress isn't good. I don't know why people like WordPress. WordPress is bad. It's bad bloated web design. You cost money. I think it costs money, right?
I wish I was a femboy.
Oh wait. Yeah, NeoCities is good.
He also said I love putting things in my butt.
I hate to tell you, but if you wish you're a femboy, then you automatically are a femboy. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a NeoCities. NeoCities is good, but it's very limited. But in a good way, it adheres to the Unix philosophy, which I like. That it's trying to do one thing, which is to basically give free static web pages to everyone who wants it, and it does that one thing very well. But it doesn't do interactive content. So if I wanna post blog updates on NeoCities, as I do from time to time, I have to open up the HTML and type it in HTML, which is kind of cool, but also kind of impractical in every way. And Twitter is actually, I hate to say it, but Twitter is actually good because it all matters on the people you follow. Twitter as a website isn't good, but there's no such thing as the platform is actually not that important. What's important is the people that are on the platform. Like, the reason that that you're watching YouTube right now isn't because YouTube as a platform is well made. It's not actually that well made, as everyone knows. It has very big problems, but there's geniuses like myself on here, and that's why people like it. I take care to very carefully monitor who I follow on Twitter. It's mostly people who post esoteric philosophy and politics. Like, you know, there's that meme that like the left and right is like left and right politics aren't even practical anymore. I follow people on Twitter who are really very much like they make my beliefs about post-human Moss World look pretty normal by comparison.
Hell yeah.
Which is good. I like it. And then I follow a lot of weird Japanese artists, and that's about it. And some, like, I follow people who are in countries currently undergoing revolutions so that I can stay up to date without having to rely on government news networks. That is actually pretty useful. Like, where do you think all the information about Hong Kong is coming from? It's coming from people posting Hong Kong information on Twitter who are actually on the ground doing things. Or Chile, for example. Like, I've seen very little reporting on the happenings in Chile, but it's actually pretty sick.
Hold on 1 second.
I'll read the chat in a second, hold on. Oh, fuck. Shit, that was gonna be good as well. Add RSS to your NeoCities and delete Twitter. I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. Boomer is a slur. Incorrect. Actually, I don't know. It depends. Boomer could technically be classified as a slur, but it's a slur against people who deserve to be slurred against, so I don't really care. Also, if you think boomer actually refers to just baby boomers, then I'm sorry, but there's no hope for you. A boomer is a mindset, not an age, not a generation. No! Did I do it? Did I beat it? I beat it! No, what? What? It was exactly the time! Are you fucking kidding me? Down to the...
I heard clipping.
I just got the exact same time down to 100th of a millisecond as my previous best. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it could've, if it was like a little slower, it'd be okay. If it was a little faster, that'd be good. But the exact same time? Come on now. Come on. Alright, well, what's going on in the chat? What do we do when YouTube implodes and we can't access old vids? I don't give a fuck about you. Everything is transient. Come on, mate. That's stupid. Oh, what will we do when the Library of Alexandria burns down? We should just never make books in the first place. Mate, you've misunderstood from the very beginning. Everything is transient. There is no loss forever. Come on. That's kind of what makes things good. Why would you ever want anything to last forever is my question.
I only follow big tit bimbo porn stars on Twitter.
I'm sure he's memeing, but I also would fully believe that that was true.
Yeah. There are sites to generate RSS feeds for Twitter. YouTube won't implode. I highly doubt YouTube lasts for another 5 years. Now they're talking amongst themselves.
You highly doubt YouTube lasts another 5 years? Are you mentally challenged? What are you talking about?
YouTube will last for a trillion years or something.
It will be unrecognizable in 5 years' time. It will be very corporatized, but I don't think it will die within the next 5 years. Sadly, as much as I would like it to.
As much as I would like Susan to just...
Whoa.
To just, like, implode the site.
That made her sound like some sort of Lovecraftian mythos creature, which is bad because those guys are actually cool.
Yeah.
She's just lame.
I got recommended some video that was like defending Mumkey.
And everyone's defending Mumkey these days, despite the fact that I don't want him to be banned. Oh look, I just beat it with that wasn't even difficult at all. I just beat my PB. And there was no stress there at all. I was talking about Mumkey. But yeah, Mumkey clearly violated TOS. Like, he definitely did. It's just that no one expects YouTube to be autistic about it, because they're clever, they have lawyers, and they made their TOS way stricter than they needed it to be, because that means that they can choose to just enforce it on whoever they want to, because they're not beholden to anybody other than themselves. So they make their TOS so strict that almost everyone violates it, or so vague that they can say almost anyone violated it, and then they just enforce it on whoever they want to enforce it on.
Yeah.
Google will get antitrust lord. Oh, my sweet summer child. YouTube will be dropped as dead weight. Oh no, you have no understanding. I'm so sorry. I'm being very condescending to you right now. But even if we assume that the first thing happens, YouTube is the biggest video delivery platform in the world, right? Even if it didn't make Google directly a single penny, it gives a company the ability to manipulate the social atmosphere of the entire world. It gives them so much information and power that there is no way they would ever get rid of it, because it's so big. I will fix my Streamlabs after this stream. I'm not going to do it in the middle of the stream because it probably involves like PayPal settings and shit. I don't want people stealing my credit card.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I bit crushed my song that I made today.
Just the entire thing.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. How much though? Like what bit rate are we talking?
I'm not sure. I did the fucking thing in Audacity.
That was a fart. I hope that picked up on stream. Let me do it again.
That did pick up on stream.
There you go. The second one. Just for you guys.
I'm gonna bit crush that fart and then make it kick.
Do you remember that one time when I made a remix of Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne, but replaced every drum sound with a fart sound?
Yes.
No.
I want text-to-speech of Mein Kampf.
Okay, why?
That's what Trexan.
Wait, I don't know what that is in referral to.
I don't know.
I don't know what I ever said that could possibly warrant that reaction.
Oh god. Why?
My chat, a perfectly normal place full of perfectly normal people who aren't autistic at all.
Yeah. 4 are watching, 2 of them are talking right now.
It says 6 are watching on my screen.
Oh. Hold on, let me refresh the page. Oh yeah, now it says 6 are watching.
Those are good numbers. Oh fuck.
Fix Streamlabs now so Stream can broadcast my Mein Kampf TTS. Duh.
Oh, that's what you wanted to do. Okay, now I understand. Well, I don't have text-to-speech turned on because I'm not stupid. The only people who turn on text-to-speech are people who are asking for edginess because that's the only appeal they have. I don't need edginess to have my appeal. I have the same level of Sonic.
Oh, like, haha, epic meme. You posted, fucking the, Mein Kampf. Yeah, cool. Epic, haha, funny meme.
How long have I been streaming for?
85 minutes.
I'll go for 5 more minutes, just to round it out
Okay.
a solid 90, and then end it. End my life, I mean, in real life.
I swear on my life, the first no TTS will be the N-word. It shall be.
Imagine being too much of a pussy to even say that on a YouTube chat that isn't connected to your real identity. Come on, mate.
24/7 no streams, text-to-speech, Mein Kampf, and Varg blog posts. Tom, Varg.
Morrissey! Bunch of timid white bitches that can follow me!
Fuck a Tommy Run, I want Lil B.
Pull up on a crack a bump and Lil B. Peep, I mean.
4chan on my dick cause I'm edgy. Sit your pale ass down, have a Pepsi.
You ever think about how ironic it is that the entire part of the internet that calls itself, like, the in-touch based people, like, that think so highly of itself, has just evolved into, man, remember back in the good old days when everything was cool?
Yeah.
You remember 4chan in 2014, man? Everything was so good back then. Yeah, sure it was, mate. Can you imagine the year is 2019 and you're not an antinatalist? Can you imagine that?
The year is 2020, and you're not killing yourself. How much lolcow potential do I have?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you have much lolcow potential.
That's true, because I'm not like... Because, yeah, I'm like spurgy, but I'm not like...
You're way too self-aware. Like, the fact that you even know what a lolcow is kind of makes you unable to ever become one.
That is true.
This is known as lolcow's paradox. It's kind of like Roko's basilisk. What's happening in the chat? I can't look up. I'm playing Sonic.
Tramstamp said or ER. I don't know.
You got put on live chat so you can see every message, not top chat.
Oh fuck! Like that happened when I refresh.
Yeah, it's very annoying that it does that.
Plunder, you're what we Poltars call El Goblino. Well, I'm literally mixed. I'm literally like every race. No, I'm not. I'm like black, white, and Native American. 24/7 text-to-speech stream, MLP fart fetish porn, not encouraging mass shooters to target maternity wards. And then Tramp Stamp says, Dadgun 2, you sound like the MDE Discord. And then Dadgun 2 says, what the fuck is MDE?
It stands for my dick erect. I remember calling you up when I was on Zopiclone and saying that we should start shooting up maternity wards or something like that. Did that happen, or did I dream that?
No, that happened. I remember you called me up on various drugs.
Various drugs.
I forget which drug it was. You called me up a couple months ago, and we listened to Too Many Humans.
Too Many Humans, good album.
It is. Isn't that like your favorite album?
It's not my favorite album, but it's top 3. I think I don't know what I class it as. The whole idea of that you should have a favorite album that is like somehow you can assign a numerical score and tell what I'd like. Some days it's my favorite album, some days it's not my favorite album, you know?
That's understandable. I have like 2 albums that could be my favorite at any given day, and that's Millennium Kichi by Gregory and the Hawk and Sumane by Shinsei Kamata-chan.
Yeah, listen, chat, if Tsumane by Shinsei Kamata-chan isn't your favorite album, then you're not welcome here.
Champson says, didn't you two have do a podcast once? Pretty sure I saw it on Discord. Yeah, we did. We did like it had the thumbnail was the girl with the baggy eyes. And then there's high functioning absurdism one, which I don't like remembering.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, let's not go back to that. But yeah, those were things.
I want to make another podcast, but then I remember, no, I don't.
Yeah, just talk to your friends.
Yeah, literally. Like, no one's listening to it.
Yeah. Just talk to your friends. Like, call up your friends, have a conversation for an hour, and then...
Hey, you want to make a podcast, but not record it.
Exactly. Or if you want it to be like broadcasting, everyone just like stream it.
Yeah.
And then don't have a structure or anything. Just really record a conversation and then put it up there.
Which is the best kind of podcast? The best kinds of podcasts are either that, where it's literally just a conversation, completely unstructured, or the very heavily edited ones like the... I mean, maybe I'm a normie for liking these, but I like a lot of PBS podcasts. Because they're basically edited like a TV show, but with just audio, and it's very oftentimes very creative uses of music and sound and stuff.
Cool.
Like Radiolab is one of my favorite podcasts. Really good. I would definitely recommend checking out Radiolab.
Fucking Dadgun 2 says we need to discuss how do Soshi politically manipulate edgy teenage discourse servers to declare wars on each other.
I did it. I beat myself again. 44. This is my first sub 45. Hey, I'm a motherfucking gangster. Time to play. Fuck. Where's my bass? Here's my bass. Seinfeld theme. There we go, that was perfect. Perfect Seinfeld theme.
I don't play guitar, I just have them.
I don't play guitar, I just have them. Just plenty.
I have 2 guitars. I used to play guitar and I don't anymore. They're still on display in my room. And for some reason I've never gotten like oh, you play guitar comment on my videos? Because I don't.
Alright, see if you can recognize this bass line. That's all I care about. Oops, I played it wrong.
Sounds familiar.
It's Kagayaki Girls. K on opening.
I knew. Oh, yeah. I know that. That's a song I know. I'm gonna finish reading chat. Okay. No, I need advice. I turned ultra leftist when I smoke weed, and now I'm a stoner. What should I do with my channel?
I feel like people don't understand what ultra leftist means. Ultra leftist is a specific. It doesn't just mean very leftist. It's a specific type of political ideology. It's involves. I don't really know anything about it beyond the memes, but the meme about ultra leftists is that all they do is sit. They call themselves. They get memed. They get called armchair leftists a lot because they just read books about theory and don't do anything. That's the meme about them. But they seem like cool guys. I don't really know anything about what they believe. I believe their main guy is a guy called Bordiger, but that's all I know. But I turn ultra leftist when I smoke weed and I'm a stoner now. What should I do with my channel?
Whatever you want, dog.
You should turn into one of those guys that just like is autistic on camera, like Black Metal Troy or King Cobra JFS. Yes, I follow people who are just autistic on camera.
Like me.
Oops.
Back to my entropy nuke. You two should form. We've done songs before.
Yeah.
We did Nightcore Horror, the greatest song ever made.
It's true.
Leave slop. Put your fucking mouth from the mud.
Fucking rock under the blood. Best shit ever made.
Yeah. And the beat is so simple.
Yeah.
But like I literally made it in like 10 minutes, but like
Yes. Good song.
Weed and MLP is Kino.
Okay, so what did I just get? 4486. Alright, I'm still far away from. I'm actually less than a second away from inputs. So I just need to get a second off my time. And on that last lap, I figured out something that I've been doing wrong this whole time, which is I'll demonstrate it. I won't bother going fast, but I will demonstrate what I've been doing wrong this whole time. Essentially, there's this section of the map that I've just never known what. Like I've always just sort of made it up as I went along because I don't know what the optimal strategy is. Because it seems like it's just very hard to judge, which only happens on the second and third laps. So let me just give me approximately a few seconds to get there. Oops, hit a tree. This section of the map, this bit here, where you go on this water, I never knew what to do here, but it turns out I can cut that a lot closer than I have been cutting it, and that's going to save me some significant time. Also, that's about it. Maybe I can save some time by strafing better here, but yeah, anyway, that's enough for today. I'm going to end the stream.
I'm gonna just one more thing though.
What?
Trampstamp asks, how do we know each other?
How do we know each other?
Stars showed me your videos. Then I started hanging out in your server. And then then we just started talking. That's it.
Real Instruments weebs. What? Wait, what? You're very involved. Trampstamp, you're based for being involved in the King Cobra JFS community. Do you know King Cobra JFS?
No.
I'd recommend you watch some of his videos. He oh god, how do I explain who he is? Can you help me out here, Chapstab? How do I explain who King Cobra JFS is?
Okay, I just looked up who this person is. They have 11,000 subscribers. It could be worse. Taco Bell review, wand update, chillin'.
Is he streaming right now? He streams a lot.
Not right now.
Most of his content is just like hour-long streams, where he just talks. Like he doesn't do anything. He just talks.
Hold on 1 second.
But anyway, I'm gonna leave now. Did I remember to save? I don't think I did. It doesn't really matter.